Yes! No!
Checkmate. Hello, and welcome back to the Free Game Podcast. Welcome back, Justin.
Thank you. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Usually you'll bring, like whoever starts will just introduce the other person.
Yeah.
And they don't really say anything until then.
How you doing, man?
Good, dude. I'm going to go ahead and... So, I forgot the first step of what I typically do when I drink mate.
Uh-huh.
Which is putting sugar at the bottom.
Oh.
Then yerba.
Uh-huh.
Then sugar.
Could you, tilt it to the side a little bit?
It doesn't matter that much.
Oh, okay.
You put a lot of sugar in initially because the first few hits are really strong.
Uh-huh.
And
We
then
can just
it kind of
mix it up
mellows
a little
out.
bit?
No, because the hot water will just dissolve all the sugar.
So we're drinking yerba mate right now.
Yerba mate from Argentina.
That's pretty dope. So that's going to be our drink of choice this morning.
Yes.
And today is an episode of Free Game Chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is
Free
kind
Game
of...
Chat number two, technically.
Technically. We've recorded 3, but this will be number 2 because of unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, and, Valjean is...
Oh, the yerba just is tooting a little bit.
he's drinking it a little. He's drinking that water.
Oh, so it just goes down into the bottom.
Yeah, you gotta let it.
That's really cool.
Soak up the juices.
So welcome back, man. Welcome back in 2 ways.
Dude.
Welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you.
Because it's been a while since we've recorded.
Yes.
And we're gonna do a bit of a, shotgun blast recording today. Recording a couple episodes.
Yeah, all in one day.
And then
Valjean is here too. He likes to sit on our laps when we record.
Yeah. And then welcome back also because you were just on a little bit of a vacation.
Kind of an adventure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So let me first talk about this mate again.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Here's what I'm worried about.
Okay.
Because this is pretty old yerba.
Uh-huh.
I'm worried that once you get past like the 2 big flavor punches of the first and second hit,
It's just going to kind of be a little bit...
It's going to be like not flavorful. But if that's the case, we can just open up a new pack and dump out this stuff out of my little tin.
Yeah.
So I don't know how hot this is.
So what is yerba?
Oh, dude, I got no idea.
Or what is mate?
Just a bunch of...
It's like tea, right?
Yeah, just a bunch of different leaves. Grind it up.
Uh-huh.
You pour water over it.
Uh-huh.
You drink it through a bombilla.
Did
you see this? It's a fancy little straw. It's got like a
pretty dope.
filter on the bottom.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to,
Drink the leaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, dude, I'm afraid that it doesn't feel that hot. That's not too hot. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah?
Do you want to try it?
I would love to try it.
You can put more water in there if you want. It's pretty strong.
I'll put a little bit more water.
It's not that strong, actually. We might need to... So
Throw
this is how Argentine people and probably people in Paraguay and Uruguay...
Podcast. This is how they record the
hang
podcast.
out.
Oh, okay. Well,
they just sit around and someone's doing the mate, passing it around, and...
Whoa. Wow.
Wait, is it really strong?
That's interesting. It is a little strong.
Have you tried mate drinks before?
It's a little bit bitter.
Yeah, it's bitter. Yeah. Have you tried mate drinks before?
I really like the orange in there.
Can you taste it?
Yeah, I can.
Let's put some more.
I've never tried. Well, I've tried like what we would call here in Idaho, yerba mate or yerba mate or whatever. I don't actually know what people call it. Know. I like
the canned.
Yeah, the canned
beverage,
stuff. Yeah,
cold.
Yeah, and it's pretty good.
Let that sit for a minute. Try it again.
Yeah, definitely. And then I also had a bottle of water, but I don't know where it went.
Dude, you've lost so many bottles of water at my apartment. Dude.
I honestly think that it's just in your kitchen.
Yeah, no, it probably is.
Yeah.
And I usually throw a lot of bottles away every once in a while, and I've been doing that recently, so it's probably the only one out.
Yeah,
so we'll be able to find it.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, so...
this is an episode of the Free Game Podcast.
Yep.
Your one-stop shop for all things budget gaming. Today's a little bit of a different sort of theme of episode, archetype as you could call it. On these Free Game Chats is normally when we just get to catch up. Talk about, basically any sort of thing related to gaming that we really want to talk about. Anything in our personal lives that we want to talk about. And we've recorded 3 of them, and this will be our 3rd one.
Yeah.
We've only put out one, which was our Nintendo Direct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think in that one we even mentioned, like, we have another one. We're just going to save it, dude.
Yeah.
It'll be like a sweet time capsule sometime down the road.
Yeah.
It'll be really interesting for
Maybe
us.
it'll be like our 101st episode. Because the 100th episode needs to be something actually special. And then the 101st can be like, and here's this thing that we always did. Or that we did a long time ago.
It is special, but yeah. The thing is 99, 100, and 101 are each big deals.
They're all big deals.
It'll be a fun event.
We're coming up on 20 here, aren't we?
Yeah, I think this will be 19. No, this will be 20.
Happy 20th episode, man.
Yeah, wow, 20, huh?
Yeah. Almost a half of a year.
We haven't missed a week yet.
No.
That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
I hope we don't.
No, we won't.
Things got a little dicey when I was down in southern Utah, but...
Did they?
Just in terms of, I didn't really plan for the podcast ahead of time, and then I left.
Yeah.
And there was not a lot
for like releasing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, neither of us planned that.
No.
Because we were like...
Gotta get better at that.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah, but it was just like, we recorded the thing, and then it's like, all right, cool, we'll release it. And then you left.
Uh-huh. And then
it was Tuesday night, and I was like, oh, crap, what do I do? Because we kind of have like half and half, when it comes to what we do for the podcast.
Did you try it again?
I did.
Is it less bitter?
A little bit less bitter, yeah.
Still pretty strong, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it'll become less strong and more tasty as time goes on.
As
we keep drinking.
As the wheel keeps on turning.
You can always you feel free to put sugar in there.
Okay.
Dump water in there.
Awesome.
Take a hit whenever you want. So we're pretty lucky about how this last release worked out, actually.
Why?
So I went backpacking with my uncle.
Yeah, that's where you were. Oh, that's why you were gone?
And his son, who happens to be my cousin.
Happens to be.
And two of my brothers.
Okay.
My brother Ethan, who you know, and who is a friend
and patron.
Friendly face here on the podcast.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to make it. He got a new job recently and couldn't take the time off.
Yeah.
We went down to southern Utah, like borderline Arizona, to go backpacking. But we got down there Sunday night. Mm-hmm. We had everything all ready to go. And this canyon that we were going to hike through, the trailhead was at like 6,300 feet elevation.
Okay.
Like almost Bogus Basin.
Yeah.
Like really high up there,
just
even though it doesn't seem like it.
Toll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been a very intense winter for a lot of the United States.
Oh, so it was...
Winter, even Utah got a lot of moisture.
Okay.
So there was like snow on the ground.
How much?
I mean, where there was snow, it was like 6 inches, dude.
Okay.
Kind of a lot.
Kind of a lot of snow.
So we start the trail. It's kind of muddy.
Was it like daytime when you got there?
It was evening. We were going to just hike in as far as we chose and then camp anywhere.
Out. Yeah.
We come across this stream that's like pretty quick, and it looked like it wasn't really supposed to be a stream, and we hadn't really prepared.
Did you need to cross it?
To cross it. The trail went right through it.
Oh.
We were already pretty muddy, even just getting from the trailhead to there, which was like less than half a mile.
Yeah.
And we're like debating what to do because we had been walking through snow and mud.
Yeah.
None of us had prepared for that.
Yeah.
And we see these two guys coming, so we wait. They show up, and they're like, yeah, this stream right here, like crossing stream, this is like the first of 30. And they're like, we've only been like 2 miles in. We're turning around. We're leaving.
Oh my
They had driven there from Louisiana. Doesn't that suck?
No.
Like for us, anyway. So here's what happened. We talked about it. We're like, yeah, let's not do this. We're just gonna be miserable if we get all wet and muddy.
I'm sorry, man.
So we went and stayed in a hotel in a small town nearby.
Okay.
And then the next morning we drove to Moab, Utah.
So it was just another trail?
Moab is a city down by the Canyonlands National Park, which is where we normally go backpacking. It was nearby, like, I don't think it was Canyonlands anymore technically, but just another canyon down there in southern Utah. That place is crazy, dude. Anyway, we go to Moab, which is where we've been the last few years. Mm-hmm. We're talking to like people at these information centers and visitor centers, all that. We figure out there's a trail that's pretty dry So we decide to go for it. We're like, we'll just do one night. As long as we can just do one night.
So what day is this?
We were planning on doing 3 nights. Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night.
Uh-huh.
But this is Monday because we spent Sunday night in a hotel.
Yeah.
So Monday, we go and we decide, we learn about this place. We decide to go for it.
Okay.
We get all prepared. We have to buy water because we're not sure how much water is going to be there. So some of us are carrying a gallon of water in our packs.
That's heavy.
Very heavy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We get there. We knew that this was going to happen. This lady had told us this, but we walk like 3/4 of a mile to this to the edge of this canyon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a canyon. It's more of like a valley kind of. Anyway, I'm going to show you a picture and maybe I'll post it too. I don't know if I want to post it. I don't know if I want people to like know exactly where I've been.
Why?
I don't know.
You're not going to go there again.
We might.
Yeah, but you're not going to be like, and we're going to the place that I posted the picture. Yeah, okay. So if you want to come murder me.
So.
Okay, yeah.
So we hike straight down this place.
And it's pretty dry. It's straight dry. Down?
Yeah, I mean but like switchbacks.
Zigzag. Yeah.
And that's like the most intense hike I've ever been on.
Really?
I mean,
you're like, so we decided crazy. Not to do it.
No, we did it. We went down. You go down, and then there's just a big loop that's like 6 miles long.
Mm-hmm.
So we started on one side and camped out somewhere, and then finished the loop and climbed back out the next morning.
Nice, dude.
But like, dude, my calves are still very sore.
Yeah.
And this was on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But climbing out of there, like, it's gaining, I mean, thousands of feet of elevation in like a quarter of a mile distance-wise.
Yeah. Because the switchbacks are just so intense.
Yeah, very intense. I'm trying to find a picture from below, looking up at it.
It's beautiful. It's red rock.
Dude, out there, it's beautiful out there, man.
Would you recommend somebody to go?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. The Canyonlands, like...
I've never been.
It's amazing.
Like anywhere near there.
Okay, here's from below.
Good night.
Dude, it is like...
That's intense. I've done some like relatively intense hikes.
Mm-hmm.
One time I was up in... is Cascade? That's northern Idaho, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's north of here, but I don't think it's very far north.
Okay, yeah. It's like central. It's like northern central Idaho. It's like it's in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to this place called Blue Lake, which it's like one of Sarah and I's like favorite places we've ever been. Ooh, it was amazing.
A lot of sugar. I'm gonna
take that. Great. That's great. Dude.
Blue Lake.
Yeah, it's called Blue Lake. I think
I've heard of that.
And it's this really, really cool lake. You're like, careful! It's this really cool lake that, you know, we're driving up there, and I was recommended to go there by a buddy of mine. We were actually, me, him, and his friend were going to go camping up there, but then it ended up not working out. So then Sarah and I just went up there, and we didn't camp. We just
kind of finessed him a little.
Yeah. And wait, what do you mean?
Because you guys were going to go, and then you're like, oh, I can't. And then you and Sarah just went.
No, I wanted to go, but then they had like something going on. Anyway, so we, this is before Sarah and I were married.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of chaotic because like in Idaho, there's this road called like Highway 55, right? And it's horrifying. It's like a turny, twisty road, and everybody's...
I mean, even where we live here in the Treasure Valley, it sucks because it's Eagle Road.
Yeah.
And it just sucks.
That's true. Yeah. Anyway, so it goes all the way up into the mountains, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going up these roads, and I'm like already uncomfortable driving on these roads, right? So I didn't want to drive back in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So we got there really early. It's like I think it's like a 2-hour drive to get out there, right? And then obviously a 2-hour drive back, right? So we get there super early in the morning, and it's these like crazy high elevation roads, and they're super bumpy, and we're in my wife's Toyota Corolla.
Oh yeah.
Going up, and it's like we literally, because we lost service, so we put in a CD. And it was so bumpy that the CD was like skipping.
Dude.
Yeah, it's a great.
Taking the Corolla.
Oh yeah, it's a great memory.
Interesting choice.
And you drive all the way to like the tippy top of this mountain, right? And you're looking out over this over the valley, and it's amazing.
Oh,
right?
That sounds pretty good.
And then you hike down the other side of the mountain to get to the lake.
Oh, okay.
But it's not all the way down the mountain. It's just like a little basin, right? And so we hike down probably like a good mile and a half.
Dude, maybe I've been there. Anyway, go ahead.
And it's like up top, it's like really like high elevation, dry mountain stuff. And then as you get down, the foliage just like it's amazing. I have pictures that I could show you. And then it's just this lake, and then there's an island in the middle of the lake.
Okay.
And so it's one of those places where like if you're on one side of the lake and there's people on the other side of the lake, you can hear them talking just because it's like this huge echo chamber. It's amazing. And so we swam out to the island in the middle, and it was dope. But that's like the most intense hiking.
What time of year was that?
It was summertime.
Was the water freezing?
No, it wasn't
really?
that cold.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
but
good.
it
Probably
wasn't
refreshing.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
I've
So anyway, so you hike down there, you get back up. How long did you spend actually there? Because you were planning on coming back what day?
Wednesday night.
And what time did you actually get back?
I got back Tuesday night. And
you had already taken the PTO, right?
Yeah, for Wednesday and Thursday.
So you're just like, I'm staying home.
Staying, dude.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
I was wondering why. Like,
I know. I know. I was like, I'll just tell him on the free game chat.
Yeah. But like, so I was actually wondering this stuff. Like, did you bring like phone chargers and stuff?
I didn't, but we had them in the car. We did so much driving, dude. It was terrible.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like 5 hours down to Lehigh to pick up my brother, and then 6 hours past that, basically.
Wow.
And then we got there. We drove around for a few hours on Monday trying to figure out what to do. We stayed the night Monday out in the Canyonlands, and then Tuesday we drove back. So I got home at like 11:30.
So it wasn't quite the trip that you expected it to be.
No, it was still really fun, and I love hanging out with my brothers and my cousin and uncle anyway. So, like, that's why I go on these trips. Like, I'm not a big backpacker or anything. I do like it because it's cool. We always go in March or in the spring.
Yeah.
So it kind of wakes me up from the winter.
That's
and
really
like,
nice.
Super physically demanding. So I like that aspect of it, but I go mostly just to hang out. And so we had a good time. It was kind of a bummer that we didn't get to do what we wanted, but like if we had been out with the original plan and it had worked out, you wouldn't have heard from me till Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I just wouldn't have had service.
It just wouldn't have worked out.
I was surprised by how much service I had actually driving around in the Canyonlands and Moab and stuff, but we were able to communicate and it was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was able to keep Madeline
updated a little bit,
yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah.
So that's what happened. Got back Tuesday night, hung out Wednesday, Thursday. Today's Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of. I don't know. Dude,
I think
I've been
so.
here since Tuesday night. That's all I know.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like I actually have no idea what day it is right now.
Yeah.
I have some pictures here of the place that I went to, but it's kind of hard to see. Like.
Oh yeah, dude. I'll show you more pictures of the Canyonlands, man. Because it's like I've seen pictures of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, never been there.
I think Canyonlands, I think it takes the cake, dude. Like, look at this place is huge, dude. So this is like we're up on this thing. That's actually our shadows right there. Just looking out over this view of a canyon.
It's huge.
And you can go hike down in there, and it's
what?
And this is like not even the coolest part, dude. There's crazy places down there.
So my
all these cool rock formations like that.
Dang, dude. My old history teacher, he went down to like Zion, and he showed us a bunch of pictures of Zion, and that place is crazy.
That place is cool, dude.
So beautiful.
A lot of cool stuff in southern Utah for outdoorsy events.
Here, this is a video, but you can kind of see here, like what it's about. So there's like up here is like the start of your hike, and then there's Blue Lake, and so then the island is right there.
That looks cool, dude.
Yeah, it's a really cool place. Anyway, so what other things are we going to talk about today? So like, what games have you been playing?
That's a good question.
Recently.
Well,
It's pretty bitter, man.
It's getting better.
Is it?
Yeah, it's getting better. You want to put maybe a little more than that. That sugar dispenser's not that great. Yeah, we'll make a post with all these pictures because otherwise...
you got it. This is This is just going to be a really boring talk if everyone's like, wow, that place sounds really so cool. Beautiful.
Yeah. So we have to think like that, even though it's like we say everyone's, but like who's listening?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we have to at least act like it.
Yeah, we have to act like people are listening, or else
until they make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Valjean, here's a little Monte leaf for you, buddy. Look. Yeah, he ate that up. Been playing RuneScape.
Oh, really?
Been playing. Well, should I mention games that I'm playing that we're planning on doing an episode about?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because if we don't do an episode about it...
That's fine.
I've been playing Clash of Clans.
Okay.
Have you?
No.
We'll play a little today, man.
Okay, nice.
I gotta get you in on it.
Yep.
That one's a big one, dude.
I haven't... Another one that we have plans for, and the thing is that if we have plans for it and we don't do it, it's whatever, right?
Yeah.
But another one that we have plans for is Clash Royale, and I haven't been playing that at all.
Well, that's fine.
It's hard to get into because it saved my old account. Mm-hmm. And so I don't exactly remember how the game works all that well. Oh. And so I have like all these cards and all this stuff that I kind of have to digest, and it's kind of hard.
Yeah, Clash of Clans had my old account on there.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, dude, because I'm like, I think you can only be Town Hall 12, and I just upgraded to 11.
Jeez,
since
man.
I got back on, I could upgrade it. So I was like, oh, I'll do it, dude.
Yeah, that's
so it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use any of the stuff anymore.
Dude, anyway. I remember being obsessed with that game.
Oh, dude, that game was
watching
the best,
YouTube videos about it.
When you were a kid?
Yeah, dude.
Or like junior high?
Early junior.
Because it was high school for...
Yeah, high school for you, but it was like 6th grade into 7th grade.
Really?
Was when I was into it.
I guess that was probably the
because think about it, you're like 7 years older than me.
Yeah, it feels like it sometimes.
Yeah, honestly.
No, I'm 26 years old. I'll say that.
Wow, I won't say how old I am.
Yeah, are you? You're in your 20s though, right?
I'm in my 20s.
Okay.
You're like, right? Please.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, what is my life? Come to?
Yeah, hanging out with a 19-year-old.
I don't feel 26, so.
Yeah, I don't feel my age. I actually do.
I know you do.
You feel my age, don't you?
Yeah, 23, 24 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that young. I know
People are really just able to tell how old I am.
Yeah, they
know how old I am.
They know. We've set a small window.
Yeah, we've set like 2 years that you can guess between. Uh-huh. So, go ahead.
You've said it before.
I don't think I have.
Kinda.
I've said that I'm young, but I don't know if I want people to know exactly how old I am.
Okay, I've said my birthday and everything. Because my date of birth.
Yeah, yeah, they know exactly how old you are.
That's fine, man.
I just want people to feel as though they can respect me, even though they definitely can't.
even though they wouldn't if they knew.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Here, buddy, I'll put you on your. Valjean is he's got. There you go. He's got his own little chair, so he can be up here with us.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to sit on the table when we're drinking mate.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Okay,
games we're playing right now.
RuneScape.
Nice.
Always got that.
Clash of Clans.
In the cycle. Clash of Clans.
Uh-huh.
Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
Nice.
McLeod.
Juwan is calling me right now. No thanks.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, no idea who McLeod Juwan is.
Dude, what?
It's just
we should have answered.
I've gotten calls from like Prince Rupert, MD.
Really? Like, I don't think you're.
I was just watching. I was just watching Impractical Jokers.
Okay.
And they're doing one of those skits where they have to like read names in like a business setting. So they're like a receptionist and they have to like read names out loud. And one of them was like Daniel McHandsome's U.S. Coast Guard. That's the name that he had to say. Oh, dude, it's so funny.
That's sweet. That's a pretty good.
It's like Daniel McHandsome's U.S. Coast Guard. Everyone's like, no, not me.
Everyone's like, is there just
anybody
to
by
see
that
someone
name?
Stand up.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. If he was like, oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you say Daniel?
Yeah, McHandsome's U.S. Coast Guard. Yep, that's me.
Yeah. I'm the one. So what other games have I been playing? Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. So excited to talk about that.
It's a good game, dude.
Let's see what else. I haven't been playing that much Breath of the Wild, dude.
That's fine.
I will this weekend, though, for sure.
Good.
What about you?
I've been playing... Let's see. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap.
Oh, yeah. I'm always playing Marvel Snap. I forget that that's a game.
It's kind of hard to remember that it's like actually a mobile game and not just like a lifestyle. Yeah. I love Marvel Snap. I've been climbing pretty good in Marvel Snap right now, which is weird for me. 57.
Do you know what rank Donnie is?
He's like 78 or something. He is going.
He's up there, dude.
He's playing against Binks and stuff. He did it twice.
I know, dude. That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
And also apparently when he first, so there's this content creator for Marvel Snap named Binks. He's a really really big streamer. Like he's played with like the creator and stuff. So pretty cool. And Donnie, you know Donnie, the short guy.
We all know Donnie.
He has played against him 2 times now, which is crazy. And the first time that he played against him, Binks was ranked like 58. And I don't know what rank he is now, but like I was catching up on him for a little bit. So I was wondering if we would play together, because I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap.
I don't know how the matchmaking works, man.
There's a lot of new content in Marvel Snap right now.
Usually when I watch streaming, which I've been getting into recently,
it's fun.
I'll watch Binks or Dr. Disrespect.
I don't know who that is.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's so good, dude.
I'm more into like Snapster.
Yeah.
He's kind of my favorite.
Dr. Disrespect isn't a Marvel Snap.
What does he do?
Player. Recently, it seems like he's been doing a lot of CSGO or Valorant, maybe. I don't know, like first-person shooters.
Yeah.
He's known for like that kind of stuff. Call of Duty.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll show you his stuff, dude. He's so funny.
And then I was
also watching some League of Legends streaming last night too. Sorry,
really?
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Why? Do you like League of Legends?
Yeah, I do.
A lot of crazy antics go down in that League of Legends game.
I don't play
People
that much.
So angry.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's very. Is the term sweaty?
Yeah.
That you guys use.
Oh yeah.
You and your generation.
What are you talking about?
League of Legends is like the stereotypical
like sweat game. Yeah.
Do you know who Tyler 1 is?
No.
He's a short, shaved head, ripped.
Okay.
Streamer, streams a lot.
Oh yeah, I know him.
I was watching his stream actually last night, because he plays League. Anyway, I like watching League streamers because like they're just so good at the game.
Yeah.
And I'm not. My buddies are pretty good, but like they're just next level.
Yeah. I don't even understand how you could be good at it. Like versus.
You will, man, because we'll do it.
Okay.
And it won't be that hard to review. Well, yeah, it will. Anyway.
Yeah. I've also been playing a lot of Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
Okay.
I beat it.
Wow. Congrats, man.
Yeah, it's not that big of an accomplishment. Mm-hmm. That game is pretty easy.
Okay.
And then it's relatively easy. There are hard parts of it.
Don't go into that.
I won't.
Okay.
And then I also have been playing a lot of Dauntless lately.
Oh, dude, that's the one I need to download.
It is so fun, dude.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it much later. Mm-hmm. So I can kind of...
Can we play it together? Or do we just have to individually
we can play it together.
Really?
Okay. I think so, yeah. I don't see why we couldn't.
Dude.
Because, like, you go out onto these islands and fight monsters. It's a Monster Hunter game. Mm-hmm. But it's free to download, free to play, and it's super fun. Mm-hmm. And I think that when we do an episode on it, we kind of need multiple episodes on it, because we need one that kind of talks about the game itself, and then I need one. It'll be more for me, honestly, because I really want to talk about like the feel of Dauntless versus the feel of a Monster Hunter game.
Right.
Because there's just something intrinsically different about the two of them, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of these games will get more than one episode.
Yeah, because they're, Dauntless it's a good freaking game, dude.
Is it pretty big?
Yeah, it's way bigger than dude. It's that's why it's gonna be a while before we talk about it, because I'm kind of like a sponge right now, and like walking in. Yeah, thanks, man. That's a compliment.
Yeah,
that's a compliment. Like walking into, I forget what the place is called, like the place. Like the hub.
A location in
like
Dauntless.
The hub, like it's like the gathering hub for Dauntless. It's kind of overwhelming because there's so much stuff. Mm-hmm. But they do a good job at like, you know, you go and talk to someone and you can tell like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here yet. This is for later.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah.
Okay.
Like in the central hub, like there's a bunch of like different islands all over the place. And, you know, you'll walk to somebody and she's like this, you know, like swamp lady. And you go and talk to her and she's like, hi, how you doing? And that's all she says. And you're like, okay, I can tell that this is a thing, but I'm not there yet.
It's kind of like me in Breath of the Wild, talking to anyone.
What do you mean?
I just feel so, like I'm so afraid to, like, track down the divine beasts.
Yeah.
And do any of, like, the main stuff. Because I'm just not confident.
Yeah.
Like I beat a minor test of strength the other day.
Yeah.
And that was huge for me.
Yeah.
And it opened my eyes. I was like, I can actually like compete in combat.
Yeah.
And I still don't feel like I'm like, no. Look, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm just trying to get my stuff.
I think that playing Dauntless for you is going to be so good for getting you into the Monster Hunter world.
I bet, dude.
Because Dauntless it's relatively combat wise, like gameplay wise, it's so much more simple than Monster Hunter games, especially depending on the weapon that you use. Like I'll set you up with one particular weapon, and it's
Valjean is trying to tell us the door's open.
Yeah,
he's scratching it because he either wants attention or he wants to go out on his tie out.
Yeah.
So I might go put him on his tie out. The problem is then he starts barking and I feel bad.
Yeah.
So let's pause it for a second.
Okay.
Say that again.
Say what again?
The mate thing.
At first,
it's really strong.
It's really strong and it's pretty bitter. But now that it's kind of like the sugar's getting into it, we're getting through like the first hard things. Yeah. It's really yummy, dude.
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I like it. I've heard a lot about mate.
I should drink it more, but I don't.
Yeah, it's okay. Drinks are
my favorite.
Dude, drinks are awesome. Like I'm starting to like get into the world of like, because I can't drink like coffee because it just destroys me. Caffeine makes me feel really sick.
And you can't drink drinks with gluten.
Yeah, no, because I just can't eat gluten in general. Thanks for the reminder. Right. Yeah. But I've been getting into the decaf coffee world, because one day I was watching this YouTube video, because I'm really intrigued by coffee. I was watching this YouTube video about like the different, like it's like a coffee expert talks about coffee. Okay. Right. And I think that it was on like Wired. You know how they have like the Wired most Googled like thing interview, and this guy, he's like a coffee expert, and somebody was like, "Is decaf as good as regular coffee?" And he was like, "Yeah, decaf is just as good as regular coffee. It has the same taste. It's a very complicated process. I have no idea how to make a decaf."
All right. Well, we won't get into that.
I think that there's like two different processes. One of them is called like the Swedish something process, and they basically just like chemically take out the caffeine. It's crazy how they do it.
That is crazy.
But it has a little bit of caffeine in it. It's not 100% decaf. Okay. But once I heard that, I was like, oh, because I always thought that I would like if I got
missing out.
Yeah. So
that's kind of good to know.
Yeah, now that I know that decaf is,
you're gonna go nuts.
I honestly kind of have been
really like, just getting coffee in
like
the morning,
from tons of different places,
hanging out.
My favorite shop right now to get it from, I actually don't know if it's just regional to us, but it's called The Human Bean. Oh, you've probably seen it before.
Yeah, it's got I mean, that's probably elsewhere.
I think so. It's really good. And I kind of have this thing where, yeah, it is affordable. It's like, it's less than, there's another place that we have. I know that this is regional to like the West, Dutch Bros.
It is? That's regional?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Dutch Bros, I just don't think it's very good. It's so sweet, watered down, not very tasty.
I don't know about their coffee, but we sometimes get,
Rebels.
No, what's it called? Where it's just like frozen.
Oh, like a frosty? It's like
frost or something.
Yeah, like a frost.
Yeah,
those are pretty good.
And the hot chocolate, because we have one right here.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried their coffee.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
you don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah,
or alcohol. So I don't drink drinks with gluten either, because most drinks don't have gluten.
Have you ever had like a Malta?
Yeah, I do eat and drink that. And
dude, I miss Malta so much.
Yeah, that stuff's freaking good.
It's so
I have
good.
some.
Can I have it? You're like, no.
No, you can't.
I literally can't.
Take it home to give it to Sarah.
I know. Yeah, she would hate
Not
it
on my
too.
watch.
She would hate it.
Really?
Yeah. Sarah doesn't like that sort of stuff.
Huh. Anyway, I think we just went immediately from Dauntless to Mate.
Yeah.
But
Dauntless. Yeah, back to Dauntless.
Okay.
You've never played it. You've never played any Monster Hunter type game.
Correct. Should I download Dauntless? Okay, if I downloaded Dauntless today.
Yeah, we could play it today, which would be tight.
Like I was going to say, would you want to play on the weekend, this weekend? It's a Friday.
Oh, dude.
We got Saturday and Sunday. And then I have a second question.
Okay.
How much of it do I need to play before we can play together, or is there no...
I think that we could play it together right away.
Really?
I think so. I would have to do some research on like how to get together and play. But dude, that game, it's really fun. The one thing about it is that...
I'll put an hour into it this weekend.
It's basically the Fortnite of Monster Hunter games.
Okay.
Free to play, but
really
if you want to look cool, you gotta pay.
Okay.
But I don't care about aesthetics.
You said that like it was a Spanish word almost.
Did I?
Yeah.
Aesthetics?
Like, aesthetics.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't care about aesthetics very much. So it doesn't... I do get a little bit of that feeling in my stomach when I'm like playing with people and I'm like, dang, you look so cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hey, dude, we care more about budget.
Yeah.
But also, it can't be that expensive to get a cool outfit.
No, I don't think so.
Do it, dude.
No, I'm good. Thanks for tempting me though. But yeah, super fun game. We're definitely gonna have to play it. And I think that we would need to play it quite a bit before we talk about it though, because I wanna do it justice.
Okay.
And there's so much to it that I just don't understand. Like I'm doing things in the game that I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just doing this now. And it's like, I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. And so, like, learning all that stuff is going to take a minute.
We could also I was thinking about this, I don't know if we've talked about this, for the Tears of the Kingdom episode.
Oh.
We could do this for Tears of the Kingdom and Dauntless and probably other games, but kind of like a first impressions episode. That
actually would be...
Because if a game's going to get more than one episode, which it seems like Dauntless will and Tears of the Kingdom definitely will...
Mm-hmm.
Then
yeah, first impressions would be dope. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
So do you have any topics that you wanted to touch on in this free game chat, man?
So we've been talking about old school RuneScape a lot because I kind of want to do an episode on that soon. Mm-hmm. The reason I am hesitant about it is because we just did Halo Reach.
Correct.
RuneScape and Halo Reach are probably like the two biggest
similar games.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
I mean, interchangeable. Really.
Yeah. Like Halo Reach, I'm like, RuneScape? You're like, no. I'm like,
that's the other one.
Yeah.
They're like the two games for me.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of nervous to hit both of them this early in our podcast.
Dude, that's me with Magic. I'm so nervous to talk about Magic. But
also, Halo Reach already got 2 episodes technically, but it doesn't really need more than that. But RuneScape's going to need 2-3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to do the first one. I want it to be just the free-to-play stuff because it's not a ton of content.
And that can also kind of be a first impressions for me.
Yeah, for you.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I kind of want to do it soon is because they're adding a new skill to old school RuneScape, which has never happened. The whole idea, there's a RuneScape, I think RuneScape 3 is the current one.
Okay.
That they keep updating and changing. Very different from old school RuneScape. Old school RuneScape is also known as 2007 Scape.
Is that when it came out?
I think so. I don't think there's much of a difference between the two games, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But that's the whole thing, is it's like, this is what you know, but they're adding a skill to it, which is huge.
Yeah.
Skills are everything in that game. Anyway, that's happening soon. And the only reason I know it's happening soon is because in old school RuneScape, they do polls.
Like they ask people for their opinion on stuff?
That's how they bring content to the game.
Oh.
Like they're like, we're going to do a new quest, and they do polls about it. Like everything. They do a ton of polls. It's actually really cool.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I love it when game developers care to talk to the people.
And listen.
Yeah, that's dude, in Marvel Snap, like, it is so unreal how much the game developers actually care about what people are saying. Like, right now in Marvel Snap, sorry, side tangent. In Marvel Snap, there's 2 decks that are, like, out of control.
The meta.
In the meta right now. It's Shuri and Thanos Lockjaw. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right?
And you have Shuri and I have Thanos.
Yeah, so...
But you don't play a lot of Shuri.
I don't play Shuri. No.
I play a lot of Thanos, but I put Lockjaw in there, but I never keep him in there. And I think the reason that I don't use him is because I don't use Leech.
Yeah, and that's the meta. That's literally the meta.
Because if you can pull out Leech early.
Yeah, which there's 2 ways that you can do it. So you can play the Time Stone on turn 3, and Time Stone just gives you 1 extra energy for turn 4, which means you have 5 energy, which means you can play Leech. And Leech is a card. Okay, I hope you care, people listening, but I mean, this is what we're talking about. Yeah. So Leech is a card that when you play it, it removes all the abilities from the cards in your opponent's hand.
Detrimental, dude.
Yeah, because everybody's cards do things, right? And so it's gotten to the point where people have started putting Patriot and Infinite just in their decks while they're climbing to Infinite, because so many leeches are around that you can counter it with Patriot, which buffs cards with no abilities, which would be all the cards in your hand, and Infinite, because Infinite says if you didn't play a card last turn, you can play this card.
And he costs 6.
So you can only play him on turn 6, and you can only play him if you didn't play anything on turn 5.
Yeah.
But if you get leeched, you can just play him.
You can just play him as soon as you have 6 energy.
Exactly. And so...
And he's 20 power, which is like the biggest base power in the game.
Yeah. When there's a card in Marvel Snap, when there's a card in a meta of a card game that's so prevalent that people put cards in their deck that would be useless without that card... Does that make sense? It would be useless if that card wasn't around.
That card makes them
It's a
useful.
problem. Like,
what cards are like that in this meta, do you think?
So, like, in... Well, it's kind of hard because, like, in Shuri... what's it called? In Shuri... Red Skull, like that sort of deck, I don't actually know what the counter is. It's kind of uncounterable. It's so powerful.
I know people have used... like Arrow and Cosmo, because Cosmo will stop Taskmaster, and Arrow will you can control where they have the third
But Arrow
power.
is just like the best card in the entire game.
Yeah, Arrow sucks, dude, to play against.
Yeah, I've started putting Arrow in every single one of my decks.
So
she's too good.
Here's what I think. I think I don't know. I don't play against a lot of Shuri Thanos decks.
No, because they're way higher rank than you are.
Yeah.
That's
you
that's
play
me
against
too.
a lot of them.
I play them pretty often. I think
Donnie sounds like he only plays against Shuri and against Thanos.
Yeah. I think that I know the way to fix Leech. I think that I don't know how they're going to fix Shuri, because quick disclaimer here, or like quick thing. The developers, the reason why I started talking about this is because there's this huge outcry in the Marvel Snap community of these decks are too good. If I want to get to Infinite, I have to play these decks. Maybe not this season because of the how fast you can climb to Infinite with like the new thing where when you go from like 49 to 50, you actually go to 55, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But... there's this huge outcry, and so there was a developer that came out that was like, hey, we're going to work on these decks. We're going to fix them. I know how to fix Thanos. I don't know how they're going to fix Shuri. With Thanos, all you have to do is make it so that Quinjet doesn't affect the stones.
Doesn't make the stones free.
Yeah, because this... Okay, so in a Thanos deck, in every deck you have 12 cards. But in the Thanos deck, Thanos says add 5... of the Infinity Stones to your deck.
6.
6
stones.
Oh, okay. 6 stones to your deck, right?
At the beginning of the game.
At the beginning of the game, you add them to your deck. And they all cost like 1 to 2 power.
Just 1.
Are you sure? Doesn't one of them cost 2?
No.
Okay, they all cost 1. So then when you play Quinjet says any card that didn't start in your deck costs 1 less. Mm-hmm. And it's a really, really cute card for like Devil Dinosaur decks where you're adding a bunch of cards to your hand and you can play them for cheap. I love Quinjet. But now whenever I see Quinjet,
it's a Thanos
and
deck.
I hate it. Because that just means that they're going to be able to vomit out all these stones. Uh-huh. And then if they play their Lockjaw on turn 3, they can just, go crazy. Mm-hmm. And so that's one thing that you do. And then also with Leech, the fix with Leech is cards in your opponent's hand have no abilities next turn. That's it.
Okay. Oh, and then they get them back?
They get them back the turn after that.
Okay.
Because it's still disruptive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's what they're going to do.
I hadn't thought about that. Really?
I think that's what they're going to do.
I do think... Here's the thing. I have Thanos. I play him a lot. I don't play Lockjaw very much.
Do you play Quinjet?
Oh, yeah.
You have to. Yeah. It's so good.
But here's the thing, dude. I think Leech is the real problem with the Thanos Lockjaw deck.
It is.
Because it's really hard to pull off the Thanos deck. Like, if you don't get Quinjet, you have to get all 6 stones out by turn 6. Like, if you don't start with a stone in your hand, then your chances of getting all 6 of them out, it's so rare.
Is it, though? Because they all draw you cards.
Yeah, they all draw you cards, but only one of them draws... The Power Stone doesn't draw a card. The Mind Stone draws 2 stones, which is really strong. But, like, dude, it's... Here's the thing, too. If you get all 6 stones out, and someone plays Killmonger, it can hurt, but the reason it hurts the most is if they kill the Power Stone. Because without the Power Stone, Thanos is only 11 power. So,
isn't the Power Stone... Is it ongoing?
Yeah, it's an ongoing ability.
Oh. That's fine, though. 6/11 is still pretty good.
It's not even as good as Hulk,
No. But you still got all this stuff. Like, there are Thanos decks... There are Thanos decks that run Killmonger.
Yeah.
And then they play, like, Death.
Yeah, I have Death in there. I have Venom and Carnage now. Not Killmonger, though.
If you don't play Marvel Snap, play Marvel Snap.
It's so good.
I honestly think that it's the best mobile game out there right now.
Well, we'll test that theory, man.
I don't see... Because, like, it's better than Magic the Gathering Arena. And Magic the Gathering Arena is, like the most important card game.
It's definitely the best trading card or collecting card game mobile out there.
Easy.
Yeah.
Well,
the thing about mobile games is there's also like puzzle games, which are a completely different thing. But like
I can pretty...
It takes a really specific personality type to enjoy a mobile puzzle game more than any other mobile game.
If you like collecting card games, if you like trading card games, Marvel Snap, like, it's so good. Even if you don't like Marvel, it's so good.
It's so fun.
It's made a Marvel fan out of me. Mm-hmm. I went to Universal Studios.
You used to hate Marvel.
No, I liked Marvel, but just not that much. Uh-huh. But I went to Universal Studios Orlando a little while ago, and they have an area in their park dedicated to Marvel Comics, because Marvel Comics is still owned by Universal. Mm-hmm. And so it was so much cooler being there, having played Marvel Snap.
A lot more familiar with...
So much more familiar. Yeah. Like, I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, there's MODOK. Oh, there's this guy. There's this guy. And before I would have been like, we snot, like, I don't care.
Yeah, whatever that word means.
You don't remember that from SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so...
You want some mate?
Yeah, I'll try some.
If not, I'll drink it.
It's good, dude.
It's pretty good, huh? It's fun, dude.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
I like doing this while I study.
Oh, yeah.
And I never study.
Yeah, so that's why you don't drink it.
Don't drink it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvel Snap. I mean, it's the best thing Marvel's done in a long time.
That's for sure. That is completely for sure.
It's good, man.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, I don't think dude, I play a lot of Thanos. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to get him to 21 power, which is what he's at if you've played all 6 stones and if you have the Power Stone still on the board and the ongoing ability still active. Mm-hmm. Here's what happens, and here's all the ways your opponent can ruin that. If they kill the Power Stone, you're screwed. if they play Cable or if they land, what's that girl's name from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, Mantis.
Mantis, and they draw a stone, you're ruined.
If you're going for the big boy Thanos play, which almost nobody is when they're playing the Thanos deck.
That's the thing.
They're using the stones as utility to just play other archetypes.
I am going for that when I play Thanos
which is honestly so commendable.
Thank you. I'm not going to use Leech.
Yeah.
I made that for me, by the way. Just kidding. Drink it. I can hear Valjean out there barking. That means it's time to go get him.
Okay, I'll pause it really fast.
Annoying the neighbors.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He just ran out of here.
Yeah.
All right. Back to business.
So it's so hard to pull off Thanos.
Yeah.
But that's why I play him, because it's so fun.
Yeah.
Usually what happens, though, I have 3, what's it called? I have 3 victory
conditions
win conditions when I'm playing my Thanos deck.
Mm-hmm.
I have all my stones out, and I also have Blue Marvel out.
Oh, you're doing like a Khazar. You're doing like a zoo list.
Yeah.
Do you have Khazar in there?
I don't have Khazar in there.
Okay.
I just have Blue Marvel because I also play Bishop, and he usually gets pretty big.
So good, dude.
Or I eat a lot of the stones with Carnage or Venom or both.
Yeah.
And I play Death. Or I play all 6 stones and I play Thanos. See, all of that is one deck.
That's so sick.
But it's still
not
pretty
consistent.
Hard.
Yeah.
So, and I don't have Lockjaw in there. I've never, I don't know, dude. Because I have Carnage and Venom in there, Lockjaw usually pulls one of them out, and then it's like, okay, well, now Lockjaw's dead. So
yeah. I think that if you want to go for the destroy death thing, you don't put Lockjaw in there.
Yeah. So I think I'm glad I saved up 6,000 tokens and bought Thanos in Pool 3, which took months.
Yeah.
The only reason I bought tokens
to get there.
To get Absorbing Mana. I had some left over. Otherwise I might not have Thanos still.
Yeah.
Anyway. By the way, it's so fun to have no one pinned in my shop.
Really?
As soon as the shop came out, we were all checking it and telling each other who's in the shop. And we were all at the beginning of Pool 3.
So there's so many.
Except Jonathan, he might not have been there yet.
No, I don't think so.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We still love him.
Oh, yeah.
But it was so fun. But then I got Absorbing Man in my shop, and I locked him down because I knew Silver Surfer was coming.
Yeah.
I don't really play Absorbing Man that much anymore.
I've been trying out Absorbing Man here. He's fun.
I unlocked a card this morning or last night or something.
Okay.
I got Black Widow.
Nice.
So I was waiting for that because I put her in my Darkhawk deck.
Nice, dude.
And I have Absorbing Man in there too. This is my griefiest deck, dude.
Let me see this.
For sure. Korg, Rock Slide, Black Widow.
But that's just Darkhawk.
Yeah, and that's what I have to do to play Darkhawk.
Yeah.
I still don't like playing, and the only purpose of my deck is to disrupt the enemy. That's what I have a problem with. Okay, here's the other thing, dude. Because we talk about this all the time at work. So I'm always like, that's a grief deck or that's a control deck.
It's not.
Here's what I've started realizing, at least at my level, who I'm playing against, I more often than not, by a good margin, I win against a grief or a control deck.
Yeah, it's because grief decks are not good. Yeah.
They're not that good. And it makes me not hate them as much because it's okay, I win.
Yeah.
But also it makes me even more mad because it's just
play something better.
Play something better,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Just pick something better.
Dude, yeah.
Neither of us are having fun.
It's because disruption decks, they can be fun, but you need something other than just disruption. That's why Darkhawk is a disruption deck, but you also have Darkhawk in there.
Yeah.
So it's really, really good. But I have a control list that I play that's very, very powerful. And the reason why it's so powerful is
are you gonna pin Maximus?
I don't know. I Maximus is in my shop right now. I have enough to just get it right now.
I don't think. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it, dude. Because you have more Series 3 cards than I do. You're probably gonna unlock them soon.
Really soon. I actually just recently unlocked.
By the way, I saved up enough gold and I bought the new bundle that was out.
Oh, dude, I'm saving up for it right now. I have 510 gold.
I got Black Bolt in my shop.
Black Bolt is always in my shop. Always. I'm not gonna. So I have 510 gold right now. I need 700. I'm going to get 100 more from the weekly mission, and so I need 100 more gold opened up in one of my caches.
You still have a couple days though, don't you?
Yeah, I think I have 2 more days. Yeah, 2 more days, and if not, I might just buy a little bit of gold because I really want the special. It's such good value.
I got 65 boosters for Star-Lord.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty fun.
But yeah, I recently got Crossbones, Agent Coulson, and Super Scroll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty. So we're both nearing the end of pool 3.
Correct.
We spend a lot of time talking about Marvel Snaps because we both love it.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about what cards we want and then move on to a different topic.
That sounds great. So let me do a quick thingy here. Okay, so I want a Tuma really bad because I have I have 0. No, what's big bad
armor?
No, I have null. I have null. Oh. And so you play a Tuma, destroy him, and then play null. Yeah, it's really good. I really want. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through here.
My most
I actually really do want Maximus. He's so powerful.
Cool, especially if you have Ronin, right?
I do.
I don't know if it's still the hot location, but the one that adds a sentinel to your hand.
Yeah.
Dude, why haven't I been playing Ronin decks?
Yeah, that's really powerful.
With Maximus, you don't have Baron Mordo yet either.
I don't, and I don't really want him.
So,
but once I get him, I'll finally be able to play my Ronin deck.
Yeah, you don't have any card except Ronin for that. Yeah. So the card I want the most right now that I'm kind of looking for in my shop is Sauron.
Oh wow!
Because I just think it'd be so fun to have a 0 Sauron deck.
Yeah.
Where you remove ongoing.
Yeah. From
Typhoid Mary, from Atuma isn't ongoing, right? Ebony Maw. Okay, Ebony Maw. Part of his ability is you can't play him after turn 3, right? Yeah. So if you remove that, you can play him whenever. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Isn't that so sick?
Red Skull. Dude, Red Skull Ebony Maw turn 6.
It's so
22 power split up.
It's so powerful. And you're not doing Shuri, which feels so good. Because Shuri just... So I think that the 3 cards that I really want right now are Master Mold.
Really?
I really want Master
Mold. Dude, that
would
ruin my discard deck.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the point. Master Mold, Atuma... Mm-hmm. And Zabu. I really want Zabu. But yeah, I actually am like really close to finishing pool 3. I think that I have, let's see, Atuma.
Let's count them up right now, dude.
Atuma, Black Bolt, Galactus is 5, right? Jane Foster.
Galactus is 5.
Jane Foster, Maximus. Didn't Orca just get dropped?
Mm-hmm, I think so.
From 5 to 4 though.
Yeah.
And that's it. I have 4 cards left in pool 3.
I still need Arnim Zola, Black Bolt, Goose, Magento, Psylocke.
Okay.
What else? She-Hulk and Titania.
So that's 7?
7. Dude, it's slow going, dude.
She-Hulk and Titania are so good.
For a while there, I was getting like a card every 2 or 3 reserves.
Yeah.
And those days are over, dude.
Yeah,
it's back to normal, like 3, 4, 5 between each one.
Dude, one time
and I'm
I
nearing
like
3,500 collector's level.
I'm at 3,262.
So I'm kind of anxious to get up, but I also don't really want to because I know it's a desert.
But then you get gold and variants, and that's kind of what I'm after.
Variants are cool.
Like once I get all my pool 3 cards, I just want variants.
Yeah.
I'm so into just having like a tricked out deck. That sounds so awesome. Like my Sarah deck with just like a bunch of really cool variants. Oh, it's gonna be so sick. Anyway, so next topic. You had another topic ready?
By the way, when I bought that bundle, this is the variant I got. Pixel Bishop.
That sucks.
But I already have this really cool Bishop variant.
I have that Bishop variant too.
Oh, really?
I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Bishop has some cool ones.
I think that I recently got... Oh, no, yeah. I actually recently got a really cool She-Hulk variant.
Yeah.
That I actually really like. I'll show it to you. It's Pixel, but I actually like it.
Yeah, that's not bad, dude.
I play it.
Some of the Pixel ones are good.
Yeah.
Usually they're not better than any other variant.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, oh, okay, that's not a terrible.
Yeah.
Like the Hell Cow Pixel one is so hilarious.
I love it, dude. I love the hell cow pixel variant.
One last thing I wanted to say about Marvel Snap. I've just been thinking about that's pretty squeaky, huh?
Yeah.
Can you find a quiet? How about this gross green thing? Why don't you chew on that?
Do you want to
get weirdo?
There you go. You pervert.
I've been like asking myself recently, like, why do I feel like I'm on such a high horse of being like, I don't play Grief, I don't play Control. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm getting off my high horse anytime soon, dude. Because
what's your high horse's name?
Gosh, man, I don't know, dude.
Susie?
It's got to be something like nobility.
You're like, give me your nobility.
Yeah. It's just an even higher high horse.
Yeah.
Royalty.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I'm like that in a lot of games where I'm like, I'm not playing anything that's mean. You know? And I don't know why, because it's like, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I don't know.
And I know that's how you justify it, and Donnie.
There's a couple cards in the game that I used to be like really against. Like Wong. I used to be really against Wong.
And it took you a while to get him.
It took me a while to get him.
Unlock.
And then once I got him, I really, like, I chose not to play with him. Like, I specifically chose not to play with him because I just thought that he was busted. But now, pretty much the only two... Like, the only card that I'm really against or the two cards that I'm against the two cards that I'm against right now are Leech and Shuri.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Shuri?
Yeah, I just think that Shuri is a little bit too powerful.
Oh, Maljohn, are you trying to come up here? He's like, yeah, dude. Yeah. He's straining his whole body to get on my lap.
Yeah. Those are the only two cards that I'm really, like, actually opposed to.
Okay.
Right now.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I'm opposed to.
Yeah, I know. You're against Shang-Chi, you're against Arrow, you're against Spider-Woman, you're against Korg, you're against Iceman, you're against...
No. I mean, I all of those in the same deck, I'm like, okay, guy.
Yeah.
But Iceman, I think, is very strong. I don't play him. I hate him.
Really?
Here's what I think the solution should be, and I've told you
he should be able to hit 6 cost cards.
Yeah, he should be able to hit a 6 cost card and have it do nothing.
Yeah.
If you have a handful of 6 costs and 1 5 cost.
Yeah.
And they play Iceman, now you have a handful of 6 costs.
Yeah.
Like, there's no chance for him to miss.
Yeah.
He doesn't miss.
Yeah.
Iceman doesn't miss.
He doesn't miss.
And I hate him for it. He's so annoying, dude. Even if they brought him down to 1 power, it's still, like, the best one, like...
I don't think it's the best one drop.
What's better than that?
Sunspot. Easy.
Okay, he's number 2. Like, Iceman's number 2. Sunspot's
Ebony
number
Maw.
1. No.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Ebony Maw's so good with Doctor Doom. With Claw. With Captain Marvel.
Better than Iceman, though.
Yeah, dude. Like, Iceman is fine.
Dude. I know when they play Iceman.
I think Ant-Man is better than Iceman.
Come on, dude. That's ridiculous, dude.
I think Elektra, I'm just kidding. Elektra is not good.
Angel.
No, Quinjet's way better than Iceman.
If you have Thanos.
If you have like a Devil Dino deck, if you have a bounce deck.
I mean,
really good.
Oh, I don't even have her in my bounce deck. I didn't think about that. Anyway, enough.
I think Nightcrawler's better than Iceman.
No. Dude.
Yeah, dude. Anyway, next topic. Something that I just wanted to touch on really fast. Is that we are slowly but surely learning how audio works.
Okay.
So we're kind of figuring out the settings on our microphone. Mm-hmm. We're figuring out how to edit stuff. Mm-hmm. And so you may or may not have noticed that the audio's very slowly but surely getting better and better.
Hopefully.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue.
Eventually we're going to be going through this process with video.
Yo, yeah.
I was going to see if you wanted to record some video today just to try to break the ice and figure it out. But Madeline's not here. I don't know how to work her camera.
Yeah,
so
neither do I. I would have no clue.
Let's not worry about it.
Nope. We're going to have a lot more Fridays coming up. Oh, yeah, also different scheduling with our work. So we have Fridays off, or every other Friday off. So that's going to be super helpful for recording for us.
And playing games.
And yeah, dude, we're just so excited to keep recording. And
become masters of budget gaming.
Heck yeah, brother.
Dude, I don't feel like I know anything about budget gaming yet, but we'll get there, man.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
I know a little bit. But...
We'll start to, be able to see things for the way they are. You know what I'm saying?
Open our eyes.
Yeah. Have the veil.
Take the red pill. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, that's all my topics for today's free game chat.
I think that might be all my topics as well. Oh, yeah?
I forgot. I was going to ask if we wanted to watch the Sony thing, like the Sony version of the Direct, and then not live, but then
talk about it on the chat.
Some of the chat. But I don't know how long we've been going.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
Ooh. All right,
yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, I recently got a game for our PS2 the PS2 doesn't always work.
Okay.
It's like an old, dirty PS2.
Yeah.
I guess all of them are now.
Yeah, now they are.
But I recently got a game for it, so hopefully it'll work, and I'll be able to play it, and then you'll be able to play it.
Nice.
So we can do a Sony game.
A little bit of Sony love.
Yeah.
Also, like, PSPs aren't that expensive.
Okay.
And the games for them aren't that expensive.
Really?
Yeah. Like, recently, I actually don't know if I should say this because somebody might listen to this and then they might have a bit of a birthday surprise spoiled for them, so I'm just not going to say it. But recently, I'm just not going to say it. PSPs aren't that expensive and the games aren't that expensive.
Okay.
I was looking online and certain, you can get a lot of games for $20 or less, which is crazy because there's a lot of good games for that console. So that could be a little bit of PlayStation love that we can do. I
was at a bookstore yesterday, actually, and they have a little game section.
Nice, dude.
That's where I got this PS2 game for like $10. I felt like that was a little steep, but I was like, you know what? Who cares? It's $10. That's still. It was just cool to me, especially with this focus on budget gaming. I was like, dude, like there are some games over there that are pretty new and big, and some of them were like $25. Like I was looking at Sea of Thieves. Did you ever hear about that game?
Oh yeah.
That game always looked really interesting to me. But it was $25. I was like, maybe later it'll be cheaper.
A little bit cheaper, yeah.
Because we can do that game eventually or whatever, or I can just play it.
It's just so crazy how like the gaming, what's the word, landscape is so focused on new.
Yeah.
You know, it's like games are so disposable that a game that was $60 a year ago is $25 now.
Yeah.
And if you're just willing to play a year-old game, it's going to be just as good as it was a year ago.
Especially if you like are playing it with a friend. Like that's dude, that's the only reason. Well, if you're really active online, you might want to like be in the hype with everyone else because that's really fun too.
If it's a really important game for you.
But like playing with a buddy.
Yeah.
Like what's the difference? Anyway, I didn't get Sea of Thieves. I may someday, but it'll probably be cheaper next year.
Yeah.
But I also got, for $10, I got a pack of 3 Xbox games that are kind of legendary games. I don't know. I've never even heard of one of them. It's called XCOM.
I've heard of XCOM.
There's Borderlands and BioShock.
Which one? The original BioShock?
The original BioShock.
For like the Xbox.
Borderlands, yeah.
Dude, that's so sick. Because I've always wanted to play those games.
Yeah. And I went to, for a long time, I was going over to a buddy's house, and I would just watch him play games. And I was old enough to where it kind of sucked sometimes.
Yeah.
But he played a lot of Borderlands. He's probably going to listen to this.
Yeah.
He played a lot of Borderlands. So I always kind of thought Borderlands was really cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited. Those are all 3 FPSs, I think.
I think the XCOM is like it's like a puzzle game a little bit.
Really?
A little bit.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it's a little different.
Yeah.
But it was cool because I got 3 big titles for $10.
That's awesome, dude.
And we're going to be able to talk about them sometime down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, that's a cool little budget gaming moment. Just go into a bookstore, go to the library, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me, man.
Thanks for coming on today.
Yeah.
You're like, we'll have to do this again sometime.
Yep. Hope everyone's having a great day.
Yeah.
Great time.
Yeah. Happy Wednesday.
Thanks for listening. As always.
And
Kibo,
take us out.
Ayy, free game, talking gaming day and night. This the show that you've been missing, guaranteed to get you hyped. Up, down, left, start, better charge up your controller. The show is taking over, with Justin and with Holden. Ayy, phase 10, Halo Reach, Magic the Gathering. Plenty games we talking, cause that's what we got a passion in. Ayy, restart, run it back, let's play like we in the arcade. Homie, this is free game.